Okay. You got a pen?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
All right. While you guys write your vision, you got a pen, ain't it? You cool? Okay. You got your vision down? All right. It says here, you guys write your vision, I'm just talking. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. An appointed time. Right? And the Lord told me, well, who do you think appoints that? I said, well, you. He said, why don't you ask me? I said, oh. The appointed time is a deadline. That's right. That's a deadline. And I asked the Lord, I said, can you give me one thing that I can ride the rest of my career with? And what is the one thing that if a person would do, no matter what, you promise that this vision will come into fruition? He said, give it a deadline. A deadline. A deadline. But the vision is yet for a deadline. The vision is yet for an appointed time. Right? I had wanted to live in Los Angeles for 20 years and nothing happened until I had the vision in front of me and gave it a deadline. That's right. That's the same with my weight. That's the same with speaking opportunities. I had to give it a deadline. Otherwise, it's just a, you know, well, I don't know, you know. What happens when you give a deadline to something?
You accomplish it by the deadline.
Yes.
You put a stoppage to whatever you're doing.
That's right.
You zero in.
You zero in on it. That's what. So Habakkuk says, look, this is how you gonna do this. I'm gonna show you how to work it. He said, appoint at a time, write it down. Now let me ask you this. This is one of 4 things that people do wrong in this. Number 1, they either don't have it written. Number 2, it's not plain. Or number 3, this is what the Bible says. It says, so that he who reads it, right? It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, so that he may run that readeth it. So writing it down is not enough. And, you know, and it was a brother in the church who taught me that, actually. He was like, well, the Lord is actually giving you an explanation for his behavior, and most of the time he doesn't. He just says, do this. And that's what's up. But he says, I'm gonna be kind. I'm going to let you know why. Write the vision and make it plain on tables so that he will run who readeth it. Because what is the problem? We're lazy. That's the real problem. You know, it's laziness.
Yes,
and
we are.
It is. And I'm going to end and say this. This is how I'm going to end. Jesus actually commented about, in the parable of the talents. Where is that, you guys? Is it at 25?
Matthew
25. All right, I'm going to end with this. How what Jesus said to the, I don't know why the air conditioner is not on. I'm going to ask Will, okay. The parable of talents, okay? Did you guys write your vision?
Yes.
You wrote your vision? Everybody write their vision? How many of you want to share it?
I can share.
Okay, come up here and share.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't make it plain and all of that, you know.
Okay.
I just give a few lines.
But we're going to stand in agreement with you.
Okay, my vision, I have a heart for the young people.
We're going to keep this like 30 seconds.
For the children. And it really hurts me when I see the children just out of order, tearing up everything, just killing one another, shooting and all of that. And I've been praying for the youth, the young people.
For Christian men to pray for the reconciliation of the marriage and or their assimilation back into relationships in a positive manner. It just seems like it just keeps coming.
Yeah, it's anointed too.
Yeah, I started it, I was divorced in '92, and I began to counsel a few men in my office, and that's not what I do. I'm a tax accountant by trade. But as the men kept coming, and the testimonies kept coming. And so I was playing golf last week, and one of the guys said, he's up in Palm Springs, said, you know, divorced. And the Lord led me to pray with him, encourage him in that area. And it's a blessing because you see healing coming forth. You see deliverance and affirmation. And so I'm praying for him and also his wife because that family needs to come back together.
Okay, well, we're going to stay in agreement for you too. Now, Sarah,
I didn't write it down.
Real quick, I'm sure you can come up with something.
You know, when you were talking about the spiritual gifts, I feel like mine might be mercy. And I have concern about mass incarceration. And I would like, and I feel my talent is filmmaking, and I would like to make a film about what restorative justice would look like. You know, justice that includes people helping out the communities that they hurt, the families that they hurt, instead of being locked up. And I think that's, I wanna, there are too many people in prison right now who really just need to be healed and reacclimated into society so that they can be a blessing to us.
Amen.
And so I believe, you know, yeah, crime is just a separation from God, and I believe we can reconnect people consciously with God and have them be part of our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and I